everyone, welcome back to our beginner's van build. It's a very sunny day. We're going to be working on our kitchen as well as our cupboards and hopefully get a slide out table in our fixed bed. So let's crack on.
As you can see, we've already cut the wood. So we've got the bottom layer and the top layer just all laid out there for you to see. So what we're going to do first is just make two boxes. So we'll have that one and that one there as structures, and then we're going to decide like where we're going to partition it for different things like our fridge and cupboards and drawers. We'll decide that once we've made these two boxes. We're using 38 by 38 millimeter timber, and we're using the brackets again to fix it together, the same as we have done on our seating and our bed.
So that's the kitchen cupboard frames done. Cool. So it's a couple of days later and our ply sheets have arrived. So we've got a 9mm sheet and 3 12mm sheets. So we'll be able to work on the kitchen cupboards and the cupboards up here. But first we're going to fix a sheet of 12mm to the bed. So we just need to go measure that up. So if you haven't seen our bed so far, we've gone with a fixed bed, and we're actually lucky that we can have a Super King in here. So we're gonna have the ply sheet fixed across the top, but it isn't the length of a Super King because that would take up too much room in the van and we wouldn't be able to walk around, etc. So what we've done is put it out on some sliders. So we're gonna have a separate sheet for that. But yeah, we're not fixing the ply sheet to the bed just yet. Because we don't have everything we need. So what we want to do in the bit that does pull out, in the middle here, we want to have a pull-out table, and we don't have whatever mechanism we decide to go with for that just yet. So yeah, we need to basically wait before we can fix that down. So we'll just cut the big bit of wood so we can just put that off to the side so we know that's done and ready to be fixed down. So we're going to do that now, and then we'll work on the cupboards and the kitchen cupboards. Because the sheet isn't long enough width-wise, we're going to have to cut it in two, and then we'll just join it in the middle. Alright, so they're the two bits of ply cut. Do you want to get on it so people can see how big it looks?
This isn't even all of it.
No.
Testing.
You could probably lay it that way, couldn't you? Can you stretch out properly?
Oh.
How tall are you?
5'8".
So you could lay that way.
Yeah, like just about.
That's alright though, isn't it?
Yeah. But obviously we're going this way, so we can have extra.
Yeah, so if I just bring this out, that goes there, you can see. So that's long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the length of a regular bed.
Yeah, regular Super King. It's exactly the dimensions of a Super King bed. Sweet, alright, so that's done. So yeah, we're not fixing that down, so we'll just leave them there, or we'll just get them out of the van, just to get them out of the way, and then work on the cupboards first, or kitchen cupboards first?
Either.
Let's get the cupboards up top done.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, alright.
Okay, 210.5.
Okay. Alright, nice. You can see it sticks out a little bit just here, but this can just be sanded. It's only by like a mil or two. Alright, so that's the cupboards. Very happy. Before we fit the front and the doors on, we need to first do the tongue and groove because we need to see where it's going to sit, yeah, before we do the front. So we're going to leave that till another time. So yeah, we're going to move on to the kitchen cupboards and we're going to put bottoms on. So we're going to use the 12mm for that, so that's what we're going to do now. So we've done obviously the bottom. We were thinking to do the whole kitchen and box it off, but we were thinking next, if we were to add 12mm ply on the end, that's going to create obviously a bit more length. So I feel it's best to start from the bed and get sheets of ply on the front of here first, so then when it comes to fixing the seats and the kitchen, you know, it's all going to shift down just a little bit, so everything's going to be a bit more neater. So we have left enough space, you know, in between the bed and the seat and the kitchen, so it's not going to be tight or anything. We're not going to be struggling because we made things the incorrect sizes too big. So that's not an issue. We're just thinking where to start first, and it's going to be the bed and then the seats and then the kitchen. So that's how we're going to do that.
So we're going to approach the front of the bed in sections. So we're going to start either side by adding a piece of wood in front here. It's going to come just in front of the seating area there. So when we put our doors on here, the hinges can open without that getting in the way. And because we want all this to be the same length.
How much the wood sticks out.
Yes, how much the wood sticks out. We want it to look quite flush. So we're going to add like little sections on top of here. We've obviously got our drawers here. So that's going to have a like drawer front with a handle on it.
Drawer sliders, that's the bed, not drawers, but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just bit by bit we're going to make the front of this up.
We've got those two bits done, which is good. But before we fix it on, we both agreed that it would just make it harder to clean, and we actually haven't hoovered this thing since we started. So besides the bed, obviously that's fixed into place, everything's out. So yeah, quick hoover. Right, so we're continuing to work on the front of the bed, and we're starting to think about how we're going to add the pull-out table. So we're going to add in between that space there, we're having a table to pull out in 4 that's going to sit in between those two seats. So what we're thinking is having a bit of wood that goes from that bit and attaches to this, and then adding blocks either side of that central bit of wood, and then add another long bit of wood either side of that central bit, and then we'll get some of these drawer sliders which we used for the bed, but smaller ones because they're rated for 200 kilograms, smaller ones, and we'll place them flat on either side of the bits of wood that sits on the outside, and then we can just pull it like that. Alright, so this is what I explained. This is the little structure we've put together. So the central bit is going to be fixed with brackets above the top here and below either side in the middle of here, and then the runners are going to sit on this bit of wood. So the table is going to be sliding out like that. So I'll just show you. So sorry about this wood, but so basically that is going to fit snugly in there. Alright, so let's get that fixed. So this is now fixed in, so you can imagine seat there, and then you can imagine a bit of table and sliders that starts from here and just comes out like that. Obviously bigger and better than this. But yeah, happy days. So the width of the countertop that we've got is 62 centimeters across, and when we are measuring from here to here to see where we want the table to comes up to, that reaches what?
81.
81. So we're going to cut the wood 81 in length to reach from here to here, and then because the wood is 62 across, it's going to come out to, so it's going to come out as far as there, which is just before the seat finishes. I think it's about maybe 10 centimeters gap, which is absolutely fine. And the sliders that we ordered are good for what in weight?
45 kilograms.
45 kilos. So I think that'll be absolutely fine. This is our table, and again we're using hand tools, so I'm going to try and be as straight as possible. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. Cool, so this is the table. So it sits nicely in between here, and then that will come out like that. Sweet. Alright, so it's another new day, and the sliders have arrived. So now we're going to be able to fix the pull-out table to the underside of the bed. So we've gone for, again, just some sliders, some ball bearing sliders that are rated for 45 kilograms. Very similar to, again, the ones we have to the bed, which are I said in a previous video, I said a couple of days ago that they're rated for 200, but they're actually rated for 250. And yeah, these were £3 each, £5 including shipping. So how much was that? £11. Quick maths. So yeah, £11 for these two. Anyway, let's get them on the table.
So we've attached the sliders at the back there, and we've just placed the tabletop on top of these. We haven't screwed it on yet, but we are noticing that it is rather wobbly. So we obviously can't have that. So what we're gonna do is attach a table leg somehow, maybe just like a screw-in one. Yeah, we'll just have a look at different options for that, and then it should be fine.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Right, yeah, so we'll figure out a way how to attach a leg so it stabilises the table a bit better. But for now, I've marked up the holes, so I'm going to drill and then get underneath and screw in 20mm screws, because we've mentioned earlier that the countertop is 22mm, so obviously we don't want to screw through it. Yeah, so... So yeah, first attempt didn't work. And the wood was also getting caught on this, which by like, I don't know, less than ½ millimeter. So it wasn't the smoothest slide. So what we've done is put a bit of material here that acts as a bit of a cushion. And we've also had to take this slider off and move it back a bit, because when the table was in under the bed, we could see it was a bit of an angle. So yeah, first job was a bit of a fail, but let's see what happens second time. Right, so we've got the bits of material between the table itself and the sliders, and here we go. It no longer catches. Obviously we've pulled out a couple of times, and boom, we have a table. What's that? That noise is just the slider, so it kind of goes in a couple of stages. But yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, as you can still see, it's got like a bit of a wobble, so we do need to find a way to put a fixed leg on there. But I'm happy. Like if you think we're sat here, you know, the table comes out, like that is That's perfect. Like,
Yeah.
do you know
It's
what I
quite
mean?
big. Got a lot of space between
Yeah.
us.
Like, I'll be on my laptop, eating. This is cool as hell.
Yeah, I like it. Plenty of room.
Yeah, I suppose we need to think of a leg solution where it's not fixed, so we can just quickly, you know, chuck it or put it underneath, and then we can just go like that. Otherwise, whoever sat there ain't gonna be able to get out very easily. How cool is this? Obviously, we're not leaving it this colour. It needs to be sanded down and varnished, etc. So we need to do all of that. It needs to be waterproofed. Well, you know, you can get oils for it, so it doesn't stain. And then yeah, so this is what the kitchen countertops are going to be in. But this, I'm well chuffed.
Yeah.
I always say at the end of the videos, I'm chuffed.
It took a while. Like, the things that we think are just going to be easy seem to take time and have little things that go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. This took like half an hour to do. We saw there was like a screw and the table wasn't going in properly and we couldn't figure it out for about half hour, but it's done.
We have a table.
Alright, so we're going to leave that here. I feel like we've done quite a lot recently, even though it doesn't, you know, look like we've done a lot. It has taken a bit of time. But yeah, anyway, I hope you liked that one, and then if you would like to follow along our beginner's van build, subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.